Alright, so my poem is entitled Cops and Robbers, and I hope you enjoy it. When I was a kid, life was all about imagination. And the way that I imagined it, life was perfect. And anything that was bad had to be conquered by good, because good always wins in the movies, and that's just the way it is. I spent my days in the backyard with my brother pretending to battle the stereotypical Disney villains who were threatening our house, but then how come when I looked at the world around me, it just didn't seem that way? As far as the eye can see, I see people who think completely opposite as me. It's not that they just lie down and let the bad in the world win, but they wouldn't fight back with the endurance of a little kid. It's as if they were too concerned with the pain of confronting the demons they're facing because Band-Aids couldn't fix a boo-boo that big. They couldn't hold a heart back together again or sew back the rips and tears from the past. And they think they can do it on their own, convinced they don't know how to love, or they've got too many scars to ever make their heart worth it to another person, as if it's been through the dryer too many times and is faded, or it's had all the fluff ripped out of it by a dog, and they spend their life feeling like one of those days where you're laying on the grass staring up at the sky, wondering if a true love exists for you on this planet, or if you just have to sail the 7 seas just to find it. But even with planes, trains, or automobiles, they still aren't sure if they can ever trust love again, or if they ever even want to go looking for it. But when I feel like the world is full of mischances, I think of you. You are love. I aspire to be you. You look at the world through a filter far stronger than mine. Your Polaroid camera develops pictures of an even better society. You see only what you want to see, and I like that. I like that the funneling vision through the binoculars of which you see remind me of 2 little toddlers playing outside as if they are spies, tracking down the bad guys. You are like an infant, untouched by the world, morals as clean as a John Travolta-style bubble, despite you not needing the actual bubble. And when I look at you today, all I see is a glimmer of hope and a look of pride, that same look I saw in my granddad's eye, those wide-eyed looks that I could see as I looked up at him at the tender age of 3, and he taught me how to dance while standing on his feet. And that makes me feel like I'm safe from it all. It makes me feel like a little kid again, but most people lose that wide-eyed goodness from their childhood. To know that people grow out of that and into this, looking down on me today, I wonder what he would say. But people don't think of that, I guess. They just guess that life will show them the way, or that growing up is the only way. But the only way I see life getting better for anyone is if they stop trying to pretend that turning 18 made them into something in which they aren't pleased. I know I wasn't always this way. Like a Harry Potter book, children's lives progress to become darker, less fairy tale storybook, but I can look back into the receptacles of time and see how it used to be, to a time of ice cream cones and skin knees that were made better by simply a kiss. They're made better by simply a love so strong that simply the touch of a mother's lips could be the fix. And that is why I love you, or my time machine. I can travel back to that moment where I'm running around in the yard playing cops and robbers with my brother, binoculars in hand, and I have no idea that you are somewhere doing that exact same thing. Ridding the world of one more hateful thing, you are my partner in crime when fighting the robbers, and we, the cops, will prevail in this game. This crazy game of life. Thank you.